On the weekly chart in here, we're going to be looking at Netflix into the day, 12/18/31, up only about $6 on the day, basically flat for a $1,200 stock, but we are in the green. Take that for what it's worth. Everything else is basically in the red on the day. Now, as far as the weekly chart, where does that kind of put us? Well, you can see we're right on this 9-day EMA right here. That's trading at that 1206 mark. And that was a spot that we bounced right off of this morning, right at open, right? So that is confirmed as a nice support for us. But we'll see if that holds as we work ourselves throughout this week. Below that, we're going to be looking at the 1132s for a bigger, larger support if the 1206s do not hold. And then below there, it won't be anything until the 1074 mark as far as a major long-term support. Resistance wise, we're looking at this 1240 mark right here, about $22 away from that right now. We have a $28 expected move priced in by this Friday, as that's what the volatility is saying right now. So this 1240 mark is definitely on the table between now and Friday, but we'll have to wait and see until the chart tells us something else. That's what we were looking at in here, but you never know what could happen between now and the Friday's expiration. Anything above the 1240s, we're going to be looking at that $1,300 mark. It's a nice psych level for us. And then above there, we're looking at the 1349 for a longer term resistance. As we just mentioned, you have a $28 expected move priced in by this Friday. If you go all the way out to next Friday, right around 44 bucks. If you go all the way out to September, right around a $74 expected move. So all in all, on the day we ended green, that is good. Net flow overall bearish. Basically, the open interest for the calls dropped out of the bottom today. The bottom fell off. Same with the volume. The volume as far as calls go dropped out again. So we'll see how that affects things. It might be people just kind of hedging to the downside in here because we had that nice pop at the open. I don't know what to see what happens, but just kind of take all that for what it's worth in here. Ended the day green, bearish net flow. Open interest on the calls, volume on the calls basically fell through the floor in here, but overall still ended up on the day and we're above that 9-day EMA and had a nice bounce right off that 1206 mark. So we'll see what happens in here as we continue throughout the week. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.